Good morning and welcome to Naturally Kim's Knitting. I'm Kim and just a minute. Sorry about that. I've been trying to mess with the lights, see if I can get it better. This is about the best it's going to go. Anyways, I'm Kim and this is my podcast about knitting, spinning, a little bit of dyeing of yarn, a little bit of crocheting, yarny stuff. Anyways, I want to welcome everybody who's taken a few minutes of their time to come and watch what I've been doing and to visit with me, because many of you do leave comments at the end of the show notes or underneath the video or in the Ravelry thread, and I just absolutely love those little comments and notes. So it's like we are visiting. Anyways, I don't know if I said I do all this yarny stuff from my home outside of Lima, Ohio. Anyways, today is September 10th, and this is episode number 180. Now, just in case you want to know where all you can find me online, well, you can find me on Ravelry as NapiersKnits and as Naturally Kim's Knitting Podcast Group. You can find me on Etsy as NapiersKnits. You can find me on Instagram as knittin_Kim, and then of course I'm Naturally Kim's Knitting on YouTube, Blogger, and Wordpress. Okay, we have a couple knit-alongs going on, and I need to give you a little bit of an update on them. As always, we have a finished object knit-along for September, so when you finish your objects, as a couple of you have, take a picture of them and just put them in that thread. Post them, let's say that. I'll get to where in a minute. Post them, and if you have a pattern name, just put that with it. Now, you can either post them on Ravelry under the Naturally Kim's Knitting podcast group under the Finished Object September thread, or you can post it on Instagram under NKK for Naturally Kim's Knitting, NKKFO September 2019. Now, I'm changing things up a little bit on this. For your prizes, you have a choice between a $10 KnitPicks gift card or any giftable pattern on Ravelry. This is the big change. Since I will be traveling October 1st, I need to have this closed earlier and give people enough time to notify me if they want a prize or whatever. I'm sorry, my screen's over here and I just keep looking and I'm not happy with how dark things are, but okay. Anyway, so because of my traveling to the UK, and that starts October 1st, we're going to close this on September 25th. And I will probably put together a special little announcement podcast, or I will notify everybody by PMing, or however. If it's on Instagram, I could send you a message. If it's on here, I can, Ravelry, I can send you a message. And that's probably the way it'll go. So that one's going to close on September 25th. Then we have our Works in Progress Make-Along for September and October. Any project that you started before September and that you would like to work on that during this time. When you finish it, take a picture of it, post it on either the Ravelry thread or on NKK WIP 2019. Now, I'm hoping to see a lot of people enter this. I have lots and lots of prizes. So, this one can also choose a giftable pattern, or from Ravelry, yes. Or I have How to Knit Socks, 3 methods made easy. For those of you who would like to learn how to make socks, but have always been intimidated, this is actually a book that I went to when I first learned. Then, sorry, somebody's trying to call me. They don't know that you don't call me on Wednesday mornings. Or Tuesday mornings. Then I have Gradient Style, Color Shifting Techniques and Patterns. edited by Carrie Bogert. It is filled with really great patterns that are made out of gradients. So cool. Anyways, so there's that book. Then we have Knitted Jackets, 20 Designs from Classic to Contemporary. And this is by Interweave. And then I have a little booklet, Comfort Knits. And this is by Leisure Arts. And there's pictures of the patterns. Cool. So there'll be those 4 or a giftable pattern from Ravelry, or you can also have an option of a $25 gift card from KnitPicks. Okay, I didn't put that in my show notes. I need to add that. Okay. You know what? Before I go to what's on my needles, I want to thank somebody. Mila, I don't know if you watch this or not, but you know, I do pattern testing for Mila, and we've done a contest with one of her patterns before, and in the New Year's we're going to pick a pattern and do a knit along. I'd like your opinion. Would you rather pick any pattern that you want to from Mila's, or would you like to pick one like we did before and we all work on it? I put your comments below the show notes, and if you have a preference, if not, we'll figure something out. I know some of you will answer me, and that will help me make my choice. Anyways, so Mila told me she was going to send me some yarn, and forgive the rattling. I thought I could do this quietly, but I can't do plastic quietly. So I love it when I go to when the mailman has to come to the door with my mail. And she told me she was going to send me some yarn. She sent me superwash merino cashmere. Oh, doggone it. By Lion Brand. That's pretty good right there. Just have to get the light angle right. And she sent me 7, 8, 9 balls of this, and with this I'm going to make one of her shawls. I don't have the pattern over here. I was going to share it with you, but I may wait until January and see what you guys choose. Or I may do this beforehand. I don't know. I'm not going to be home a whole lot beforehand, so I don't know how that would work. So thank you, Mila. Thank you, thank you. She is a sweetheart. She is a nice person. Her patterns are so beautiful. I'm working on one of them right now, and it's a shawl. And I love the makeup of her shawls. I love the way they end up looking. So I'm doing, well, I'm talking about what's on my needles. I just finished CC's, and I'm waiting to post it on Ravelry when she gives the okay. I'm working on pattern tests for Nina for her At My House blog. Nina's At My House. And it's a scarf. And it is made out of my homespun yarn. Cool, isn't it? That pattern won't be available for a little while yet. She always likes to have us pattern test way ahead. I've also got a tea cozy for her, but I haven't started it yet, so I'm not going to talk about that. Then, not on my needles yet, but coming soon, because I have a set of knitting needles that are empty right now. I think I decided this is going to be a sock, or a soup kitchen sock. And this is, I don't have it started yet, like I said, but I went back and I picked out the yarn. I reached in my drawer and I picked out a yarn. I don't know if this could be a soup kitchen or a Christmas gift. Can't decide. Because there's some men in my family that would probably prefer this grayish color, which is called Fog Bank. It's probably going to be a Christmas gift. Probably. I may change my mind between now and when I actually cast on. Anyways, it is a KnitPicks Chroma Twist, and it is in the Fog Bank. I haven't started it. I will be soon. Now, this is in the Pegasus colorway. These are sock kitchen socks. I've done the heel on the one. Oh, I wish my lighting were better. See, I have lighting over here, but then we get the window reflection. We'll try this. Anyways, so there's, and that's in Pegasus. And there's my heel with the ribbing. I guess I didn't finish that heel. I thought I finished it. And then this one is ready for the heel. Chroma Twist Pegasus. Yay! Then, okay, just did that one. Excuse me, I know, bending over, how rude. This is a Christmas gift. And the reason it became a Christmas gift, and if this person is watching, they're going to know, but the reason it became a Christmas gift is because of the label. This is the Yarn Lab UK, and I love how they have a lab on their label. So this is the Happy Hogwarts. I got this on the 25th day of Advent last year in my Advent calendar, and I had thought I would use it for myself, but yeah. There. Look at that. And it's sparkly. It has Stellina in it. Isn't that pretty? So there's one of two people that could possibly know that this pair of socks is going to their family. Where's the other one? Oh, in my lap. It's not real far along yet. I got the toe done, but. So, hey. Then I have one more thing. It's not on my needles, though. It's on my hook, which just dropped. Told you I decided that I was going to talk a little bit about crocheting in this podcast. Well, I don't think I need to tell you something else too in a minute. I'm taking any leftover fingering weight yarn I have, and I'm making it into a little, I don't know what you call the stitch. It used to be my standby stitch if I was looking for something to do when I used to crochet a lot. But, so it's going to be an Afghan. I don't know if it's going to be for a single bed or a double bed or whatever, because my husband has this, or it might just be an Afghan for our couch. I don't know, but I have lots and lots of sock yarn with bits left over, and I just thought, crochet a little bit every day until it hurts. Oh, and I have one more thing, and this is not on my needles, and this is not off of my needles. This I spun. Look at those colors. This was called Dark Jewels. There we go. Kind of. This was called Dark Jewels, and it came from the Three Waters Farm on Etsy. And I just decided to kind of spin it up in a fractal. And then I ended up with 52 yards, 3.4 ounces, and 95 grams. And this has merino, superwash merino, and nylon in it. Isn't that pretty? So yes, I have been back to spinning again. In fact, I have been watching Mina Phillips, the knitting expat, her spinning videos. And if you would like to learn to spin, hers are excellent. It has made me want to make a blending board. I don't know if you remember a couple years ago, my husband started making me a drum carder. Well, he had logistic problems with it, but we have the carding board on there, or the carding mesh on there. And so I asked him the other day, I said, why don't you bring that in for me, because I'm not sure where he put it in the move. I said, and if you can find me a heavy-duty staple remover, I'll take out the staples And then after watching Mina's podcast, I'm going to make my own blending board like she did. Instead of carding a carder, I'm going to make a blending board. So I'm excited about that. That will be nice. And some wonderful creative things I can do. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll fill you in as I do it. If I get brave enough, I may even film it. I don't know. But we will see. Mina, you are an inspiration to me. I've been watching a lot of her videos lately. I watch a lot of videos anyways, podcasts, but I got in on one of her spinning ones, and I thought, ooh, now I need to go back and watch the other ones. So anyway. Oh, as you know, I am a KnitPicks affiliate, and this month they're having 20% off of their alpaca yarn. I love alpaca anyways. But if you're interested and you think you might be interested in buying that, just click on my link down below and you can have or you can get your yarn and I can get a couple of points or a couple cents to put towards prizes and things. Let's see, I talked about that. Oh, book reviews. I finished taping last week on Tuesday. Wednesday morning, I think it was Wednesday morning, UPS man came. Oh, this is another prize. Bookies, bookmarks to crochet. Sorry, that was supposed to be another prize option. Oh, and before I go to my book reviews, the other change with the knit-alongs, the September and October work in progress one, I'm going to close that one November 10th. So you will have a little bit longer for that one. And once again, it's due to travel. I'll be out in California. So I'm coming back from the UK, and I have about a week to rest my weary bones. And then I'm flying out to the UK, where I could be rejuvenated by my daughter, her husband, and her 2 beautiful children. In my honest opinion. So you will get a little bit longer on that one. Now I will go ahead and open the knitting for others on November 1st like I normally do, because I don't really have to do any maintenance with that. I just need to get it up and running. And that's for when you're working, if you're working on things like for Christmas gifts or charity, you post them under that thread. So anyways, okay, so the work in progress September, October one is actually going to go through November 10th. That's when I'll close it. So now for the books I received from Dover, because I am so excited. I love these. This first one, I'm sorry, is going to go to my grandchildren. It's Paper Animals in Action. Look at those. All you need are those little spring clothespins. And look, you can make that goose fly. Oh, and yeah, it's really cool. I mean, they have a talking triceratops, a flying pig. They have a flying pig race down in Cincinnati every year. They happen to have it. The year my daughter got married happened to be the weekend of the flying pig, and it was the Kentucky Derby, which they got married in Kentucky. So both those things are big things that they had to work around. They have a flying goose. Honk, honk. They have a nodding dog. So they have, this is just made, and you know, they give you in the back the pieces to cut out. Okay, I was going to say, wait a minute, it's printed on both sides. Yes, because one side has the color and the other side has plain. So, isn't that cool? That's going to go to my grandchildren, though. Sorry. I should tell you, it is a Dover book, as I mentioned, and it's available for $22.95. Then this is going to go in the prize bin. This is my little crocheted Christmas. Festive projects to make the season bright. So it's filled with, oh, all the things that they show on the cover. All of those things can be found inside. Things. I'm sorry, I'm talking funny. But they have stars that you can make and, oh, just all kinds of things. This is such a great book. And it's going to go in the prize bin. So, but if you wanted to buy it, it's $16.95. How about that? Did I need your opinion on this one? I don't know that my grandchildren would be into this, but I don't know if you guys would like it as a prize. It's a big book of balloon art, more than 100 fun sculptures. And they go step by step, as the back cover shows you, as to how to make them. But it's not really a knitting or crocheting, but it is crafty. So I need your opinion. Should I offer that as a prize sometime? Or should I donate it to the library or something? I just don't know. It tells you everything, like the different kinds of balloons there are, how to pump them up, getting to know your balloons, different things to do, twisting. So they take you through the whole thing. Then, well, I thought that they have hats, animals, like airplanes, motorcycles, things like that, a pig, hairy hats. The pictures are in black and white, but the directions are pretty clear. This is a Dover book, $14.95. So I need your honest opinion. Do I put it in the prize bin, or do I donate it someplace? Anyways, I should tell you, since this is my chatty time, I have a doctor's appointment on Thursday. And they always call ahead of time, but I can never understand what they're saying. And so it always sounds like blah, 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 blah. So the phone rings yesterday, and my first thought is, okay, you can muscle through this, listen to the phone. It's going to be annoying, but it wasn't annoying. It was my friend Janie. She wanted to come together. She wanted to meet with me so that we could talk about the trip some more, make sure we have all the last minute things done that we need to do. And I have the trip ticks, and I need to make sure to date them and everything. And she had some questions about things, and we went ahead and we ordered our Cliffs of Moher tickets, because you have to reserve what time you're going to be there. So we went ahead and did that. And we were looking at other things, like, do we need to reserve that, or what if we don't make it? And so we decided not to reserve the other things. So, but so excited. We want to go to some pubs and hear some local music. And we want to, of course, I have to hear my bagpipes. We're going to see Nessie, which my big problem with that is now they're saying Nessie is a big eel. I liked mystery, and so I'm not convinced that Nessie is a big eel. If I see Nessie when I'm there, maybe I'll have that dream squashed. I've been there once before. It was a rather choppy day, so it was hard to see if there was Nessie or if those were just waves. But that's okay. So anyways, yes, I'm a little bit excited about our trip. We're going to be seeing a lot of things I've never seen before, and we're going to see some things that are my favorites. So, yay, so thrilled, so happy. Anyways, I think that's about it for today. You're going to see some pictures of my grandkids who went to Yellowstone, and I think they had a good time. They're going to be at the beginning or possibly the end of this. Otherwise, I want to thank you guys for watching today, for coming and visiting, or allowing me to come and visit you. I want to, I don't know, I lost my train of thought. Anyways, I hope you all have a successful crafting week. I hope you don't have any mistakes, but if they do, you do, I hope they are little ones. I've got great big hugs for each and every one of you, and I love you, and I'll talk to you next week. Okay, I had to think, am I next week? Yes, I am. Okay, well, bye-bye.